Between Purim and Pesach, when Reb Nachman was in Lemberg, he went into a special room every day and cried. At last he called Reb Shimon and said, "I have a terrible dilemma. In my house in Bretzlav there is a book in which I invested my soul, and because that book contains truths taken from on high, it has already caused me a great tragedy, for its very existence caused my son Shlomo Ephraim to lose his life. And now a bat kol, a heavenly voice, has told me that if the book is not burned, my own life will be lost." When Shimon heard this, a shiver passed through his body, but he remained silent, for he realized that such a monumentous decision could be only made by Reb Nachman. As far as Shimon was concerned, the life of his Rebbe was the most precious thing in the world. But he was worried that Reb Nachman might think that the truths revealed in that book were more precious than life itself. Then Reb Nachman said, "All of the secrets contained in that book were revealed to me in dreams, for in dreams the soul is free to ascend to the highest heavens, and I had to overcome great obstacles when I awoke in order to recall all that I learned there, for the angels did everything in their power to make me forget. I paid a great price for my loyalty to this book, and its continued existence will now cost me my life." Reb Nachman began to weep, and Shimon saw that his heart was broken. Then Shimon decided to speak up, and he said, "It is far better, in my opinion, to burn the book so that the Rebbe will remain alive." Reb Nachman replied, "The mysteries of this book must not be hinted at, but it is the other truths, the ones I am still permitted to reveal, and not my own life, that must be weighed in the balance." Reb Nachman was silent for a long time, and Shimon dared not interrupt. Suddenly, Reb Nachman took a key from his pocket, handed it to Shimon, and said, "If the book must be burned, here is the key to the bookcase in which it is kept. A second copy is hidden in the trunk beneath my bed. Go quickly before I change my mind. Run and don't walk. Take a carriage and go to Bretzlav, and see to it that both copies of the book are burned. And do not burn only one copy and keep the other, for that would be the same as not burning either one." When Shimon took the key, he saw that the Rebbe's hand was shaking, and he hurried off to complete the terrible task. For next to taking a life, what is more terrible than burning a book? Shimon immediately hired a carriage to go to Bretzlav, and when the carriage finally arrived, he hurried into the Rebbe's house, set a fire in the stove, and burned the two books. And their truths were returned to smoke and rose into the heavens where they came from. About this book, Reb Nachman's scribe, adds the following: "When I was writing down the book for Reb Nachman that was burned according to his order, the Rebbe said to me, 'If you only knew what it is that you write.' And I said to him, 'Surely I do not know.' And he said, 'You don't know how much you don't know.'" This story comes from Gabriel's Palace, Jewish Mystical Tales, selected and retold by Howard Schwartz.